Hey guys, tonight it is the easiest chicken dish you can ever make, but one of the most delicious. Only 3 ingredients are needed. So y'all have fun. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. Stay tuned. We're going to make a great chicken dish. Welcome to The Farming Pastor's Wife. I know you guys are probably wondering, do I ever wear makeup anymore? And the answer to that is not much. I go to the chicken houses, and so I have to get a shower. I don't have time to fix my hair because I have a little baby who needs my attention. And then I chase around an 11-month-old all day. So there's really no point. So, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you can just get past the look. This is a chicken dish, and I've actually told y'all about it before, and I think kind of showed you this, but it's what's for supper tonight, so I thought I'd make another video. There's no harm in updating a video. We got these on sale, and I always like to smell, especially when they're on sale. Smells pretty good. I'm actually going to freeze the rest because I don't want them to go bad. So give me just a second. This is the easiest chicken dish you can ever make. And it's versatile. You can do it in the oven or you can do it in the crock pot. My crock pot was not clean this morning. And so I'm doing it in the oven, which is the way I originally started doing this dish. It just kind of happened upon us to learn to do it in a crock pot, which I don't know why. I mean, duh. It's just one of those easy things that you could figure out and eat would be great in a crock pot. The way we found it out was we used to do, my husband and I used to make a meal for the whole church for Christmas. And this was years ago, and so we decided this would be a great meal, but I need a way to do it quickly. I'm going to leave this right here because if I trim off any scraps, I'll throw them right there. And there's some fat on here. I'm going to bring you guys over here. Let me wash my hands first. Y'all, it is so beautiful here today. I haven't been outside much until recently because Judah just left. Mama came and got him. All right. Okay. And there's just some fat. And if it runs that line, I don't necessarily like that line of gristle or whatever it is. I'm a chicken farmer. You'd think I'd know what these things are, but I don't. Alright, that one's good. This, I'm telling y'all, y'all are not going to believe how easy this this recipe is. And I don't make it often enough. I don't know why I don't think to make it. There's a lot of fat on this one. But you only need actually like 3 ingredients along with salt and pepper, but I call those my freebies, so they don't count as an ingredient, although they go in it. I'm just cutting off some of this little weird looking stuff. If I see a bloody vessel or something, I cut that off just because it's just not appetizing. Alright. So now I like to cut it into chunks just because it just goes further. And I mean big chunks, not little bitty bite size, but you know, like that breast I cut into 4 pieces. Cut it into 4s. Alright, and y'all know my little trick about tin pans. Because I have them. Now if I didn't have them, I wouldn't just go buy them, but I have some. So I'm just going to flop them in a tin pan. And I'm going to wash my hands and preheat the oven. And it's just me and Bryant tonight. And I've made enough for us to have a little bit of leftovers. So let me take this to the sink and wash my hands, and I'll be right back. I'm not cutting the video off, so y'all just have to hang tight while I wash my hands. I didn't want to touch the phone. I've ran sink water, but it's already gotten cold. Y'all, I've got my attic fan on. The windows are open and my attic fan is on, and I love it. I love it. It is wonderful. All right, I'm going to take this clean napkin and move this. I'm going to take it out to the trash. I just took the trash out, so I'm going to take that out there. Let me grab the salt and pepper and a whisk and a little bit of water. Y'all, and I didn't count the water as a ingredient either. Okay, so here's our chicken. So I'm just peppering it up really good. And I'm actually gonna, I didn't get tongs while I was over there. I'm just gonna take this whisk and kind of turn everything around and move it around. And I may even go back in and pepper some more. I love pepper. I love pepper. Y'all, I've got to tell you, I'll come back and tell you after the cooking video, but I've got to tell you about the most exciting thing that happened to me the other night. I was just so thrilled, y'all. But I'll tell you that in just a little bit. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever, I know you've seen the packets of Hidden Valley Ranch, but they sell it in a big container like this. So, I don't normally, like, if you don't have this, go ahead and make this meal. It's delicious. You don't need this. I'm just adding it because I have it. So, I'm just going to do a little sprinkling on top of the chicken with this ranch dressing. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. This is not a must. This dish is delicious without that. So, please don't think that you need to have that. Alright, I'm going to set the chicken aside. I'm going to bring my dish over here. Now you're going to need a can of, alright, here's your 2 ingredients. Your chicken is 1. Salt and pepper and seasonings are free, so I don't count them. Cream of mushroom is 2. Cream of onion is 3. And then water, I counted as a freebie too, because everybody's got water. Sometimes you have to hunt for the cream of onion. It's not very easily found. It can be found, and once you find it, usually that store will always carry it, but sometimes I've had to hunt for it. When we lived in Tobaccoville, I actually had to drive. I had to drive a long way to find it, and then finally my store started carrying it. Alright, a little trick here. I'm going to take a little bit of water and pour in the can, because there's still a little bit of soup left in there. And I'm going to do that to both cans. And then if there's still some, you may have to get a good spoon to get it out, or spatula, but I think I got the majority of mine out. And no, I don't have a preference on cream of mushroom soups or cream of soups. Now the cream of onion, you're going to have to use Campbell's, because to my knowledge, they're the only ones that make it. I may try to find a recipe since I'm growing onions and make my own. Yeah, right. No, I don't know. I may try that. But if you can find Campbell's, get it. And you're just basically making a gravy with these two soups. And that cream of onion, you can substitute, I guess, the cream of mushroom. If you don't like cream of mushroom, you can substitute it with cream of celery or cream of chicken. But do not substitute that cream of onion with anything, because it's just too good. Alright, I'm going in. I probably had a cup of water between the soup cans and what I poured in here. I forgot to preheat my oven. 350. Alright. And you just pour it over that chicken. This is a great dish to take to Sunday, like homecomings at churches, or if you're having a meal at church. Great dish. Easy, no work at all. The hardest work is cutting up your chicken breast. And I'm just making sure all that chicken has got some gravy on it. I'm going to wrap some tinfoil around it. And as soon as my oven preheats, I'm going to stick it in. I'll cook it covered with tinfoil for about an hour. And then I will uncover it and let it just get a light brown. Just a few little brown specks at the top, because I just think that makes it taste better. So, what we're going to have with this, it's just me and Bryant, and I don't have enough potatoes to do mashed potatoes. Normally, this dish goes best with mashed potatoes, but I don't have enough potatoes to mash. So, I think I'm just going to stew a few. And just like my mashed potatoes, I put a whole lot of butter. And I'm going to do probably some green beans. And, what else? Oh, I think I'm going to go out to the garden and pick some of the romaine lettuce leaves. And then, I know the other lettuce is not mature yet, but you can still eat them, and they're considered microgreens. I did not know what a microgreen was or were, but it's immature green leaves, and they're very high end, I understand. So I may go get some romaine lettuce leaves, add in there some microgreens from my garden, and I have a store-bought tomato. Don't tell anybody. But I just don't have any in the garden yet. I hadn't even planted the big garden yet. So, I do have a store-bought tomato. So, I may put a few little tomatoes on there. And then, slice them up. And I need to do some creamed corn out of a can. Show you how to do that out of a can. And then, when summertime gets here, we can do it fresh. But I like creamed corn a lot, and So I need to show y'all how to do that out of a can. It's not as good as fresh, but it'll get you through the winter. So y'all hang on. I'm going to get this in the oven and then we'll walk out to the garden, okay? Okay, guys. I'm going to look here and I'm going to get some of these outer leaves. Some of them I may just cut off and toss. That one's kind of beat up. And that one's kind of beat up. This is not going to be much of a salad. It's going to be kind of very small scale. There went my tag, but I don't think I need it anymore. Okay, I hope I'm not doing a bad thing by doing this. I don't think I am. Okay. All right. Now let's come over here to our salad greens. Y'all, we have not been able to mow, and it is like a jungle out here. Okay. So let's harvest some of these. Some are kind of getting ready to harvest, and y'all, I made my raised bed too wide. Just gonna come in here and snip a few. And I think I've told y'all that this is a cut and come again type lettuce. So it is okay to cut. All right, I'm not gonna cut much more of that. Here's a little bunch I may cut. I don't think I have any spinach ready to cut yet. And y'all, I don't have a salad spinner. So this is gonna be washing, and it's gonna be tedious work. So let's go in and see what kind of salad we can make. Y'all, as I was walking towards the house, I got to thinking, look, see that mess right there? My husband built a prop for the marriage retreat that we did, and it's still there. Yeah, not good for a marriage. Just kidding. We're going to clean it up. We've been extremely busy. Oh my goodness, extremely busy. But anyway, as I was walking in, I thought, man, my salad sure does need some onions, and mine aren't quite ready. The bag, I haven't gotten groceries, so the bag of onions I have are not good in here. I don't have any green onions. So guess what I'm going to do? Don't tell anybody. And don't tell Bryant what he's eating. But I saw these as I was coming in. Can you see those? Yard onions. My son used to eat them. He'd come in and his little boy, he'd want to hug and kiss his mama, and he stunk so bad it was awful, and I had to kiss him and love him and hold my nose all at the same time. But y'all, we're gonna pick some yard onions and put in this salad. There we go. I didn't pull them up by the bulb, I just cut them off. So, oh, and they smell so good. They remind me so much of spring. So we're gonna go wash these up, we're gonna wash the lettuce up, and see what kind of salad we can come up with. Lots of dirt we gotta wash off. Y'all, I just cut my hand. Not on a sharp knife, not on a garden tool, not on a machete, not on the tractor, but the tinfoil box, for Pete's sake. Who cuts themselves on the tinfoil box? And there, right there's where I did it. Good grief. So, I'll quit fussing about my hand. I want to tell y'all guys something so exciting that happened to me the other night. And just listening to how it happened is, I'm just so excited. Y'all, if y'all are into YouTube, you have people you watch. Well, I have a person I watch, and I just watch them all the time. I'm subscribed. Her husband has a channel, and I watch both of them. And I can't hardly wait until the next video comes up. And so I found this lady on YouTube, and then she also she cooks. And she also cooks on, she does Facebook Live, and she does a lot of videos live. And actually, she is who inspired me to kind of do my own YouTube. Now, I never really thought about my YouTube going anywhere, and it hasn't. I mean, I have very, like, a minute number of subscribers. I really kind of just did it for fun. And also, my children weren't really interested in cooking at the time. And I thought this is a great way for them to look back. If I'm not available to teach them how to make something, they can look back and maybe watch the video. And actually, when last year I almost died, it actually was kind of a good thing, because I thought, man, if I'd have left this world, at least they'd have had a few videos they could go back and watch. But anyway, the lady I watch, her name is Tammy. Her husband is Chris, and they were with Collard Valley Cooks. Y'all, she is Southern. She cooks great. Anyway, so Sunday morning, I was uploading a video, so I opened up my YouTube channel to check, and I had like 170 subscribers. Well, that night after we got home from church and after things had settled down for the evening, I opened it back up to check another video I was uploading, and I had like 180 some subscribers. I thought, goodness, boy, that was a huge jump in one day. And as I'm watching it, I'm getting notifications, and I thought, what is going on? This is crazy. I said, some video must be going, out there or something. I didn't know what was going on. And so I had some joint pain, and I thought it was due to my bed. So I told my husband, I said, I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight to see if our mattress is what's making me hurt. And so he said, okay, that's fine. He says, don't make it a habit. So so he goes to bed, and I get on the couch, and Tammy had done a Facebook Live earlier in the day. So I thought, I'll watch it on replay. So I was watching it, but it was late, and I was so exhausted. So I'm watching it, and I think I'm just barely dozing off, and I heard my name. And I thought, that can't be right. And then I realized my phone was still playing. The video was still playing. So I'm in the moments of getting ready to turn it off, and I hear the Fireman Pastor's Wife. And I'm like, Tammy's talking about me. And my hero's talking about me. And so, anyway, that's why I was getting all these subscribers. Now, I am nowhere near her. She is like, she's big time. I'm just little time. But y'all, I was so excited. I went running into the bedroom and woke my husband out of a deep sleep. His heart was pounding. He thought something was wrong. I said, watch this! And so I sent the video to my kids the next day. I said, watch between such and such and such and such. And so I was so excited. So Tammy mentioned the Fireman Pastor's Wife. And y'all, I just love her. We are so much alike. We are so much alike. I just feel in my spirit that was she and I and Chris and my husband, that we could just all be the best of friends. We're so much alike. She loves Jesus with all of her heart, and I do. And she's a survivor. She survived breast cancer, and she has defeated that. And she had a little scare this past, a few months ago, but she defeated that in the name of Jesus. And y'all know I survived an artery dissection a year ago. And so we're both survivors. We are both as country as they come, and Southern cook, and we cook just alike almost. And I have learned so much from her. I have learned so much from her. Tammy, I now do granny green beans. And I don't season with meat hardly anymore. Can you believe that? A Southern cook not seasoning with hog jowl and stuff? Now, I've always used the Knorr bouillon cubes for seasoning, but I never used them in place of like side meat. And I still use some side meat in certain things, but y'all, Collard Valley Cooks, her name is Tammy. And Chris and Tammy, I sent y'all a private message on your personal page, Facebook page. I don't know if you got it that night or not, but I was so excited. Y'all just made my day. But anyway, y'all go check out Collard Valley Cooks. She is awesome. I just think we could be the best friend. Oh, and we both love to fish. Her and her husband love to fish, and me and Bryant love to fish. Y'all, Tammy, Chris, I would love for y'all to come down and visit us sometime. And I'd love to come up there. Or actually, y'all come up here and I'll come down there. I gotta get my locations right. And but if I come down there, y'all gotta take me fishing on your new boat. But anyway, y'all are welcome here anytime. Just give me a few weeks notice so I can be sure my house is spotless. And we'll probably go out to eat because I won't cook for you. Because you're such a good cook. But no, y'all, I was just flabbergasted. That was my exciting news. I've been on like cloud 9 ever since. So anyway, go check out our Facebook Live. I'm not sure, it was Sunday. Sunday was like the 7th maybe, April 7th. So go check it out. And about halfway through her video, she mentions the Farming Pastor's Wife. So I was like, I've made it big time. So anyway, I'll bring y'all guys back as soon as the chicken dish comes out and I get this salad put together. I think I'm gonna do a can of peas. I'm kind of tired, and we're going breadless tonight. And I said breadless. Y'all get your minds out of the gutter. I said breadless. And so we're gonna do just peas. I'm gonna try to get some cream corn done if I can. I'll try to make a video of that. Maybe on a separate video though, because this one's getting kind of long. And I'll throw this salad together and I'll show you our supper. Oh, and I'll make stewed potatoes. A little small thing of stewed potatoes. So I'll bring y'all back in a little bit. Okay guys, Bryant just called and he is not gonna be coming home early or for a while. So I just stopped supper in its tracks. I finished this chicken and we're not gonna do any other sides but the salad and the chicken. And so I thought I would show it to you. Now y'all, when you have this chicken, you've got to do mashed potatoes. It is so, that gravy is so good on mashed potatoes and some kind of rolls. I actually like rolls with this meal better than biscuits, and that's unusual. But I wanted to show you how tender this chicken is. This is a fork. Oh, I was too close. My depth perception was off. Look, it just comes apart like that. With a fork, y'all. You can just cut it up with a fork. And let me get the gravy off. Here's our salad. Our fancy salad. And I had some feta cheese, and we love feta. So I'm going to wrap this up, stick it in the refrigerator for Bryant. Here's mine. And since we're eating fancy, I am using raspberry walnut vinaigrette and not my normal ketchup and mayonnaise. And hold on, I'll give everything a taste for you. Ooh, hello. Hang on. Let's get this thing turned around here. Ooh, y'all, it looks so bad. Okay, so we're gonna give this chicken a try. Y'all, it's so good, so tender. It just falls apart. That gravy is delicious, and it took you no time and no effort and not many ingredients. I cooked it. You can cook it longer. I mean, don't be in a rush to get it out after an hour. You can let it sit in there a little bit longer. And then just uncover it and brown it. You can put it on broil. Oh. And when I say brown, I don't mean like brown. I mean just a light little brown. So let's try the salad with my yard onions. I was watching the video I made for y'all a while ago when Bryant came in briefly. He says, did you really put yard onions in there? I said, yes, I did. And you're going to love them. Excuse me. That was very gourmet. No, actually, it is very, very good, y'all. I guess I'm just such a plain Jane with iceberg lettuce, but this is really good. The feta cheese. There's some of them yard onions. Let's try. They must be pretty mild. Usually they're pretty stout. You know, they're actually pretty mild. But they're good. Not a whole lot of onion flavor. But I guess that's just because they're so mild. Well, I've already eaten all this salad right here in front of y'all. I won't take that bite in front of you. So y'all have a good night. Thank you for watching. Please, please subscribe to the Farm & Pastor's Wife if you have not already. Share the video with your friends. Ask them to subscribe. This Tammy gave me a good boost, so I'm ready to keep going. I've not been really good about plugging my own channel, but y'all, and go check out Collard Valley Cooks. She's awesome. You'll love her. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye-bye.